gave up the edge.
7 carries, 28 yards, and then some more. As Brian Peters makes the tackle after a gain of 9. Oh man, we've got some pushing between Jonathan Joseph and T.Y. Hilton, and Joseph actually took a swing.
Joseph will get ejected for that, I believe.
Well, they'll look at that.
You swing at him, even if you don't make contact.
Well, he did whiff, thankfully.
You disqualify yourself.
He knows better.
After the play, there are fouls by both teams. Dead ball personal foul offense, number 13. Dead ball personal foul defense, number 24. They offset, second down.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that, because it has always been that if you swing and take a swipe at a guy, whether you get him or not. Well, see, that's to me that you got to take those guys out.
Yeah, both of them.
They should both hit the shadows.
That many.
Yeah, you can't let that go. You can't let it, and you can't let it slide, because now they got to come out and play against each other again.
Well, they're matched up one more time on the outside. To the play, Hilton and Joseph went at it again. Gilchrist made the tackle.
That's why, see that Steve Tasker you mentioned, it's going to continue. Thinking is 139 yards he needs realistic to expect here in the second half?
Boy, they're aggressive on offense and aggressive on defense. Von Bell's going to come clean because Banjo takes the running back and does his proper thing by going outside, forcing the running back to go outside, opens up a lane for Von Bell. They got a fight down there on the sidelines right now.
Oh my goodness, that's Lattimore down there, and of course looks like Mike Evans. Now we've seen Evans already this year in games where he's not involved, and we're not saying that he's to blame for this, but we saw his tirade in Minnesota when he wasn't getting the football and wasn't playing well, and not quite sure what happened here, but it looked like Evans was right in the middle of it again, although Winston, oh, that's not good.
So that's some composure. Then
Evans comes over out of nowhere and just slams Lattimore to the deck. Evans should be thrown out of the game.
That's why you have replay, and that's this whole team has lost its composure.
I mean, I don't know what in the world Winston is doing out there, and then he makes contact into the ear of Lattimore with his finger. And I mean, Peyton is hot, and I don't blame him.
I mean, that he should be hot.
I mean, that is way out of line on that Tampa Bay sideline on both Winston's part and then Evans with a complete cheap shot out of nowhere hitting Lattimore. We're going to check in with Dean Blandino. Look at Sean Payton. He is livid right now, and understandably so, and I'm sure Dirk Cutter's not happy about it either. Dean, I mean, what to think of this mess?
Yeah, anytime you have a player coming off the bench to get involved in an altercation, and then what Evans did was completely uncalled for. I certainly would support an ejection for Evans for that contact there, coming from behind, knocking that player over, and really escalated the whole situation.
Out of the shotgun, going to throw again, looks, dumped it, it's intercepted, threw it right to the Seahawks, coming near sidelines, down the side is Nas Jones, he's going to go all the way, touchdown Seahawks. Personal foul, number 20 of the return team. That penalty by rule will be declined, but number 20 has been ejected for throwing a punch.
Jeremy Lane just not being smart right there. I think he's retaliating from the play that happened before on the sideline. You just can't do that.
Big Fat Show was on CBS's air. Here's a first down throw. Carr to Holton. He's pushed at the last minute, but wasn't a catchable ball. And that was Jones. Oh, that's a punch. You can't do that. He punched him right in front of an official, no less. Hey, turn around, took a swing at Jonathan Jones. Jones, yeah, that's a good move by that official to come step in front of him.
For New England. It's a steady diet of Lewis, and he slices for a first down. Brought down to the 24 and flags multiple penalties.
And this is well after the whistle was blown after the game by Lewis for the first down.
Andre Branch in on the hit. Demonstrative call from the umpire,
After
Dan
the play
Farrell.
was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 28, throwing a punch, Number 28 is disqualified from the game.
Wow. Bobby McCain has been tossed.
Now that's what Farrell was saying to our referee, Ron Torbert. He's gone, he was saying. He's out of the game.
A series of incidents, and now we got a wrestling match. Here comes a flag, and another one. They've been pushing and shoving all day. There's a few more flags. And a hat goes in the air. Remember that comment about the bully on the block and the guy that wants to stand up to the bully?
Well, Jacksonville's defense wanted to show Seattle and the team that they were one of the teams, one of the defenses that need to be reckoned with during the course of the season. And I say this all the time. You have to play this game with passion, with emotion, but it has to be within control.
At the end of the play, we have fouls by both teams. We have personal foul, unnecessary roughness, Jacksonville 27. We also have dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, Seattle number 72, and also number 91. Number 91 from Seattle is also ejected for throwing a punt.
Sheldon Richardson thrown out of the game. Michael Bennett also called for a penalty. And Leonard Fournette involved as well. Let's take a look from the beginning, Darryl.
Here's Sheldon Richardson right here over the top, and you know what? That right there, Michael Bennett rolling into Brandon Linder. That's what started everything right there. And then he comes back and hits him again. So I'll tell you what, right now, this tape is going to be reviewed by the NFL. They didn't get Michael Bennett out of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if there is something from the league that comes down on Michael Bennett, because that's disrespect to an opponent on the field. There's no place in this game for that, and that's Leonard Fournette. He saw that happen, so he comes over to challenge Michael Bennett.
Yeah, Michael Bennett, that is not Man of the Year Walter Payton Award stuff. And you saw the reason Sheldon Richardson later that the punch was thrown. I don't know that he landed it, but that's why Richardson was tossed. Bennett certainly could have been for the action you just described.
Well, he's going to get a hefty fine, because that's, I mean, the guy snaps the ball, you roll into his legs. There's no place in the game for that.
Seahawks with one timeout. Look, they're still, here comes another flag. Steratore and his crew just do not want this, or they might throw more people out of this game. And the fans are now booing. Sportsmanship, you got to have that hold up no matter what through the entire game.
After the play, there are two dead ball fouls, both on Seattle. Seattle number 99, dead ball, unnecessary roughness. He is ejected from the football game. Also, unsportsmanlike conduct. Seattle bench for a coach being on the field. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced. First down, Jacksonville.
For New York. McCown, moving pocket. McCown, nothing going on that side. McCown spins away. McCown, desperation throw. And a flag down.
They're going to get Nelson for holding.
McCown just bought time, hoping something would develop. And Marcus Peters took the ball and chucked it into the stands.
So that's 3 penalties potentially on this play against the Chiefs.
He took the flag. The flag ended up in the stands.
I have never seen that before in my life. Have you?
No. I've seen him kick a ball into the stands.
Unsportsmanlike conduct for this act by Marcus Peters.
Yeah, Peters just hoisted the flag.
And the hat comes off.
So in the Bengals-Jags game, it looks like a standard play. A.J. Green and Jalen Ramsey, two stars on their respective sides of the football, get into a huge fight, and everybody goes at it. Now, you see the players running into it. That's A.J. Green and Jalen Ramsey at the bottom of the pile. A.J. Green throwing several punches, and I'm going to show you a replay in a moment that he tried a chokehold on Jalen Ramsey. Watch. So Ramsey will push him down. Ramsey pushed down A.J. Green. Green throws him in a chokehold, rips him back down, and is throwing punches. No one has any chill at this moment, and they're after it. All Ragnarok is breaking out there in Jacksonville. Bengals and Jags throwing punches. A.J. Green was ejected. Jalen Ramsey was ejected.
Former Cowboy tight end just signed a couple of days ago. Flacco rolling, and running, and he's going to have to, not the ball comes out, helmet's off, flags are down. It was Kiko Alonso who delivered the blow. Flacco's on his feet.
And Harbaugh's yelling at Alonso right now. He's in Alonso's face. Harbaugh is livid. You just lost your quarterback for the game, and Harbaugh knows that. This is a, watch this, Joe with a good run, slides.
Bends his head, helmet comes jarringly off.
And it's definitely a penalty as the quarterback gives himself up and he leans that arm in there. That's not okay. Well, look, he knows he's going down, and at the end right there, he leans it down. Alonso way too aggressive. Quarterback's giving himself up. You need to at least show restraint at the end of that, and I think probably ends the night. Look at those. Harbaugh knows what just happened. He just knows that he probably lost his quarterback for the night, and this guy just took a cheap shot possibly at him.
Look at the almost look of shock in the eyes of Flacco.
Well, he's going to be in the concussion protocol.
No question. He's already
100%.
been taken inside. Ryan Mallett is his backup.
This has to be a penalty. I mean, it's...
Personal foul. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
I've been there with it.
Hang on. Tempers flaring before we go to break. Flags.
And absolutely, this is not surprising. This is, remember, Pam Oliver talks about what Pete Carroll says, a very prideful team, right? They're not going to take very kindly to what's happening out here today. And don't be surprised if you see a few where the guys after the play's over get at each other, because they are embarrassed right now and not enjoying what's going on. You see Delano Hill taking a few shots there. Michael Thomas just trying to hold on like, hey, man, let's just let this thing go. And he's taking shots all the way out. That's not much poise right there by the rookie out of Michigan.
You know, the end of the game last week against Jacksonville, there were multiple incidents with Seattle in their loss to the Jags.
Over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness by the Seahawks, number 42. He is ejected from the game. That's a 15-yard penalty that's enforced at the end of the play. Rams ball, first down.
More Lynch. We've seen a lot already. Into the pile he goes, trying to dig his way. Wolf among them, a couple down there, and Pecco with his hands right around his ankles. Oh, we have a fight on the other side. Look at this. After Crabtree, helmet's being thrown. Talib grabbed it off. Referee is down, and look at holding on to his ribs.
Well, that started with the block. That was Crabtree on Aqib Talib. Remember, there's some history between these two guys, and I think that's really where the fight started. Crabtree actually blocks him off the field.
We have another one right here.
Look at this.
Oh, and a swing right there.
This is crazy because now you're going to get ejected from the game. I mean, this is just selfish. When your own self-interest are more important than the team, then you put yourself and your team at risk. And that's terrible. You just can't do it. You got to exercise some self-control.
During last season's Week 17 meeting in Denver, Aqib Talib and Crabtree got into it, and he took that gold chain and ripped it off his neck. snapping it in half. And then moments ago, here's what happened.
Yeah, I think this, look, watch this block. Look, and it doesn't stop there.
Wow.
I mean, you just knew that this was going to happen. And that's all on Crabtree right there. And then, of course, Talib, he retaliates. And then you've got Lyman in there, and this is just out of control. And now the officials are going to try and decipher what happened.
Now watch this now. Stay with this replay because Crabtree.
There's a good chance that he gets tossed. Wow.
They both took a look at that.
Yep, and the official, I think the first...
Oh, and he got inside the grill of Talib with that hit. Crabtree did after Talib had thrown a punch.
And you're talking about two of the best players. I mean, Crabtree's their best receiver. Aqib Talib's their best corner. I mean, that's just frustration. You've got a team that's lost 6 in a row in the Broncos. You've got a team that, like the Raiders that have lost 3 of their last 5. Boy, that's... Well, you could see it coming, though, couldn't you, Kevin? I mean, just... What's this? Wow.
Wow. You'd almost think, Rich, right off the bat, those two in particular would be gone.
Well, you don't know because the officials were on the sidelines trying to work through what happened. I don't know that the officials saw that sucker punch.
There are multiple flagrant fouls on the play. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 21, defense, and personal foul, number 15, offense. Both personal fouls will offset. However, both of those players are disqualified.
They're ejected.
You knew that was coming.
Yep.
Personal foul,
just can't do
number 66, offense, is disqualified for pushing an official.
Ooh, jeez.
That 15-yard penalty will be enforced after the play. It'll be 3rd down.
That's Gabe Jackson.
The entire season. Here's Landry. And he's in. Touchdown, Miami. And now extracurricular and the flags fly.
Landry went in there late and it looked like he headbutted one of the Buffalo Bills.
Leonard Johnson and Landry mixed it up 2 weeks ago with Buffalo bunch, both involved in this skirmish.
Sean McDermott's out on the field trying to get his players to separate.
Kenyon Drake just threw a Bills helmet across the field.
Not good.
And this is ugly in South Florida.
We're going to have possibly some ejections after this because that was quite the skirmish after it was over. Because he's close, and the Buffalo Bills are trying to knock him backwards, which is okay. And see, when he goes in there and headbutts Poyer, that kind of really gets it restarted. And then takes a jab at him.
And then Kenyon Drake, just inexcusable to do this. I believe that's Ryan Davis's helmet. Jarvis Landry going to the locker room. Possible he's been ejected as Jeff Triplett tries to sort this out. Watch Kenyon Drake, bottom of the pile, tangled up with now it's tough to see. I think maybe Ryan Davis.
And that's Ryan Davis's helmet that he collected there. You know, normally after the game, these guys want to exchange jerseys. Maybe middle of the game, trying to exchange helmets. Then he threw it toward the sideline as a souvenir, right? Probably not.
There are multiple fouls on this play. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Buffalo. Number 64 and number 72. Personal foul, Miami. Unnecessary roughness. Number 14. Number 10. Number 32. 24. And number 24. The fouls by number 14 and number 64 earned them disqualification from the game. After everything is over, number 14 is also disqualified You're disrespecting the official.
Tennessee today. Play fake. Mariota. Blitz is picked up. Running, going to tuck it and go. Wagner pursuit. And that is way out of bounds on that hit. Flags from everywhere, and now it's Bedlam. That was Sherman in the middle of it again, and now it's ugly. We might see some ejections here. Richard Sherman and Taylor Lewan somewhat calmly talking, and this was way late.
Mariota getting to the sideline, and he's into the white when Sherman launches and hits him, so it's a good call by the officials. But if you ever have any doubt about how people feel about their quarterback, look at Taylor Lewan immediately into the face of Richard Sherman. They're going to take care of Marcus Mariota. And one other thing, Mariota may be soft-spoken, mild-mannered. He's as tough as they get. And he bounced right up and went right back out onto the field. Now, remember, he's already got one unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Does an unnecessary roughness become the second one that leads to ejection? That's a question.
There's a lot to sort out. I don't envy Ron Torbert's crew today. This is a tough one so far. Look at the line in there, protecting his quarterback.
Taylor Lewan is going to be the first one there. He is going to be the first one involved to take care of his QB, but the rest of the offensive line, even the defensive guys got involved. See Sherman with the hit there. Now watch how fast people are getting over there to Richard Sherman. Jarrell Casey, number 99, was the first guy there, and then Lewan got involved.
Let's bring in Mike Pereira from L.A. Mike, there's a lot to sort out here.
Yeah, they've got to sort out, not only their blade hit out of bounds, but what else do they have? You could have actually offsetting dead ball fouls, which would lead the game.
Multiple fouls during the play by both teams. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 25 and defense number 91. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Offense number 78 and number 67. All those plays occurred. All those fouls occurred after the play was over. They all offset.
Oh, he's going to let the quarterback draw. Right into the arms of Bailey. And then Bailey and everybody else takes a nasty hit. Carr jumps to his feet. And Donald Penn said, I didn't like the way you treated my quarterback. Marshawn Lynch actually got his hands on an official.
Oh, boy. Well, Jim, just walk us through everybody that did something wrong there.
Ooh, not enough flags.
Wow. First, the play call. I think we're trying to be too cute now. You got the screen before against two-man, where you got everyone man-to-man. Now you're going to run with your quarterback, who's coming off a transverse process, broken bone in his back, just trying to get healthy. Watch this hit at the end of this. He doesn't need to take those.
Yeah, that was Marcus Peters.
And Peters comes in and hits him late.
Simile didn't like it at all. He was really the first to express that.
I tell you, look at this. That old line ain't going to let you hit your quarterback.
No.
The big one, though, is Lynch right here. Does he? Yeah, that. Oh,
that's.
He's going to get tossed, I bet. There's a chance he gets tossed. We didn't even talk about Bailey did a good job of shutting down that run, and you can't do that. Marshawn, look at him. He's holding him. Watch him run from the sideline. Watch him right here on the sideline. He's going to come running in right there. Yep.
Which takes this. There
are 2 fouls on the play. Both will be enforced. Personal foul, late hit, unnecessary roughness. Number 22, defense. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Contact with an official. Number 24 on the offense. That player has been disqualified.
And then, divisional game, the emotions.
So Lincoln Tomlinson kind of was one of the first players in there to shove after Bethea went to the ground with Beathard. And then shoving, Frosty Rucker shoves Carlos Hyde to the ground. Hyde bounces back up, and that's where the second flag came in.
Well, I thought that was number 90. I thought that was Kimdichie. It was Frosty Rucker. So he would be the Arizona player.
Yeah, there's a couple of things going on in this. There's the Rucker Hyde part of this. So the penalty on Bethea.
41. There are 4 fouls on the play. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 41. That penalty will be enforced. After the play, Arizona, number 43, personal foul. He's been disqualified for fighting. San Francisco, personal foul. Number 28 has been disqualified for fighting. And Arizona, 92, has been disqualified for fighting. Those fouls offset. Only the first foul is enforced. First down.
All right, 3 players ejected. Frosty Rucker, Carlos Hyde, and the rookie Hassan.